Now that I charge 75K per client, this is what I would tell myself when I just started getting into the consultation business. Hey, my name is Garima. I'm a marketing and sales consultant for businesses wherein I help them build their own marketing and sales strategies with my program called as Seen and Sold. And hey, if you are in the initial stages of creating your consultation business or freelancing or building anything for that matter, then this one is for you. Because today I charge 75K per client, everything didn't start like this. Initially, I had my own doubts, I had my own second guessing everything, my hard times wherein I felt like a defeated soldier by the end of the day. And I was very hard on myself in all that time. So this video is particularly for you guys who are still in the initial stages of building anything for that matter. It can be consultation, your freelance business or any business. So that years from now when you look back, you don't feel guilty about being hard on yourself in that initial stages of business building. The first one that I would like to say is don't be hard on yourself. And I know as easy it might sound, and so many people have already told you this. I would like to give you a little perspective on this so that you understand it better. When I say don't be hard on yourself, is remember that there are certain things which you have to follow through in life. You have to do it regardless of how you feel it. Right now, even it's not like that I have made it, that does not mean that I don't get problems, but I tell myself just that ki either do it sadly or do it happily. And when I do that, now I have realized that there are certain there are certain things at every stage of your business that there are going to come hurdles, obstacles, and you have to do it eventually. So you don't have to beat yourself up if you are not up for it right now. It's not like you learn to write a sentence or speak from the day one, right? We do it slowly, one by one. We understand ABCD, then we understand how to form words, then sentence, and then eventually today we are here able to literally write and speak and all that stuff, or even have a business in the first place. How can you beat yourself up just because in the first sales call itself you were not able to do it well, or you were not able to close it like a boss? It's not going to happen, and it's okay. Which brings us to the second point that I have: focus on your learnings rather than failures. So I have this a really short story about it. Every time back then when I used to not close a sale, or I would have missed something here or there or made a mistake, I would cry myself or like beat myself up so much, thinking that you didn't learn till now. It's been so long and you didn't learn it. How can you make such a mistake? And I used to beat myself so much for it, wherein I had to understand that mistakes are eventually going to happen in any stage of your business. You just need to know what mistake that you did and improve upon it so that next time you don't do it. There is no point of beating yourself up when you made a mistake and then not doing anything about it, just simply crying or cursing yourself, and eventually making the same mistake over and over again. So whenever you make a mistake or a setback happens or a failure happens, step back, understand what needs to be done there, and implement that from the next step itself. So focused more on learning rather than failures. And let me tell you a tip, that is the fastest way of you reaching from where you are to where you are aspiring to be. The third tip that I would like to give is believe in your expertise. I know a lot of people might say believe in yourself, believe in the universe, believe in God's plan. And yes, do all of that things, but believe in your expertise. If you have learned something, if you have practiced something, you have put in efforts to understand something, then those expertise are already there with you. So no matter what setbacks come in your life in terms of sales or in terms of client paying you or not, all that stuff, never question your expertise. When I closed my first client, so I have a very separate video of it. You can go and watch it. But so when I closed my first client, I actually sat and thought, I had all that imposter syndrome literally going on, right? And I just thought that, oh my god, am I ready for this? Am I capable? Can I do marketing and sales? And I am trained for doing marketing and sales. And still I am questioning that. There's a client that I just closed and I was thinking of this to myself. And the funny part was that my client had faith in me more than I had in myself. Like, they would tell me that I am very sure that you are going to make this work for us. And and it was so funny. But now that I think about it, there are incidents like, if someone would have just asked me, or like in a conversation, when immediately that answer comes, or immediately a thought comes, or immediately a guidance comes from within me, that's when I'm surprised that, oh, I am really good at it. I'm really good at this. And I just wish I had this confidence back then, because that would have made things so much easier. It's not like I didn't train myself more and more, like read books and watched YouTube and all that stuff, but it would have made a bit easier for me to, easier for me in terms of me not beating myself up. So, whoever you are watching this video, understand that, trust in your expertise, keep on improving them, and rest all of the things are going to happen. They will fall into place eventually, but don't let any setback question your expertise, a subject matter that you are an expert of. Which brings us to our fourth point, that rejection does not define you. Now, let's say when we were babies, we learned how to walk by whatever means, by ourselves, with the help of our parents, by looking at others, and all that stuff. And I am 110% sure all of us would have stumbled sometime. Like, I don't think so. The first even 4 steps that you took after that, you would have not stumbled and fallen on your bum, right? Did that make everyone around you think that this child cannot walk? Did it? No, right? So that's exactly what I'm trying to say here. No matter how many rejections you get, you can always learn from the mistakes, implement those improvements, and move on. Go towards growth. Don't let rejections define your trust and confidence in yourself. If you feel that, okay, I'm not confident enough on a particular subject matter, learn it, practice it, and you're gonna get confident. So there's this one thing that one day I was watching a video of Leila Harmozy. In that, she says that if you're afraid of public speaking, no amount of not doing the task is going to take the fear away or give you confidence. And the last tip that I would like to give myself when I was starting the businesses is that you won't even believe what you are capable of. In my earlier days, I used to think that, even before starting the business, I used to think content creation is not for me. YouTube, I would have never thought of making a YouTube video, and here you are watching my YouTube video, which is like, I guess, the 20th video that I've posted in 2 months. And that's exactly what I'm trying to tell. I would like to tell myself that, do not question your capabilities. Do not put a mark, okay, I am only capable of doing this. No. I started off as a fashion designer, as a design student, and today here I am helping businesses with their marketing and sales. What kind of a leap is that, right? Who would have thought? Not me, at least when I was in design college. I thought I'll be making my own studio and all that stuff. But see where I am right now. Here, making content, making Instagram videos, YouTube videos, advertisement, meta ads, and all that stuff. So, never ever ever put a cap on your capabilities. Just go with the flow and let things come to you. Let your business, let the time guide you into doing the things that are right for you. And I'm telling you, I literally, I am an introvert till date. I am an introvert. And I hate going to, crowded places and meeting people like on a daily basis and all that stuff. I like my own space and all and everything. But I also love creating content. When I started creating content, I used to dread myself every time I had to create a simple 30-second Instagram talking at video. I used to be like, oh my god, I had to prepare myself 2 days ahead in time. Ki, okay, we need to create Instagram, we need to create a reel, we need to create a reel, we need to create a reel. And look at me right now. I literally have a mic and a tripod, and then I can just simply put my phone and start speaking anywhere on whatever topic of marketing and sales. So let the unreal things come into your life. Don't stop them. Don't question your own capabilities, because you don't know what exactly are you meant to do, right? And with this, these are the 5 tips that I would like to whisper myself if I ever have a chance to go back in time and meet the younger self, the meet the Garima who was in business, who was just starting a business. So if you're doubting, and doubting, don't worry. That does not mean that you are going a wrong way. That means that you are reaching early a place where you were supposed to reach. Right? And I hope this video helps, and I hope you took notes so that even people who are right now, working, so that even people who are right now in the initial stages of business building can take help of this and can ease their mind and calm their mind, so that you can focus on your work better. And I'll see you in the next one.